is the measuring stick for them. They've got possession. We've got a consolation game here at the Paradise Jam.
Ole Miss in the white uniforms with the navy and red trim. TCU at 6'8", 276 to knock home the first two, and Mississippi has the early lead.
Marco checks in at 280. He's down 20 pounds.
Carlin Green likes to try, but they call it try. Into 28 turnovers a game.
They did a terrific job against Norfolk State the other night when Norfolk State beat them 66-53. They forced 24 turnovers against the Norfolk State Spartan club.
This is Henry. The left-hander goes. Points against Marquette last night on 7 of 14 shooting from the floor. His career high is 20 against Alabama.
Steve, how about the diversity of this game? I mean, the ability to put it on the floor at 6'10", move around.
Wild shot by Carlin Green. I agree with you. I think they should go to him a little bit more. And here's Holloway down the lane.
Basketball.
Left-hander misses the finish, but his team gets the rebound. Ole Miss lost 96-66 to Marquette last night, shooting only
the free throw line. The Rebels are shooting 55% from the free throw strike.
Craig Williams now in the game, number 41, and he just tipped that ball. He goes 6'8", 265. The great story about Craig Williams, he's from nearby St. Croix, an island, playing well. It's 8-0 Ole Miss. TCU coming off their worst offensive game of the year. Scored only 53 in a 66-53 loss to Norfolk State. Degree.
Good for him. Actually, with DeMarco Cox today.
Look at that block. Ole Miss came to play.
There's Henry, who was on his right. He thought was the guy he was going to have to avoid.
Thorns looking for an opening. This is Green for three.
Well, that was a rainbow, wasn't it?
Something he had trouble with yesterday, as he only hit 2 shots in 10 attempts.
TCU showing a little bit of full court pressure right there, just token. Not looking to steal the ball, just to slow up Ole Miss.
Henry going at it. Williams trying to square up on his defender, DeMarco Cox. And Williams with a jump hook that will not go. TCU battles for it, but it's won by the Rebels. Jarvis Summers, a talented freshman point guard, from play well at all yesterday. And Jarvis Summers, more of a true point.
He had a horrible shooting night, only 1 for 11 against Marquette. Everybody on that Ole Miss squad was overmatched.
They move it back to the right, and Nate Bundle, who drive, will not go. Craig Williams is there to put it back.
Nice offensive rebound. Here's TCU with a full court pressure again. It's a 2-2-1 zone press. Look at Henry handling the ball out front.
Butler, you can see that right wrist heavily taped, injured it yesterday, and their loss to Marquette. Here goes Henry to work again, and a nice little give down low, but the ball's not free to Emrick Fields, and Fields tries to Mississippi. Henry will inbound.
Go, go, go.
6 straight points scored by TCU. They get it to Holloway and the left hand.
October and early November. Make sure you can render out of bounds plays. That was a nice cut and a nice pass.
Thorns looking for an opening. Craig Williams posting up down low against DeMarco Cox. He gives it right back to Cat, and Cat had dribbled it off of his shoe out of...
As he was trying to make that cut along the baseline, there was nowhere to go down there.
TCU with their 2nd turnover of the game, and now Ole Miss turns it right back. Get it up to Thorns, the point guard. Last year he averaged 7 assists per game. I think he's better just running the ball club rather than looking for his shot.
That's an illegal screen.
The islands of St. John, St. Croix, and Water Island. And here we are on St. Thomas with the Paradise Jam. Ole Miss leads by 4 on 5 of 5 shooting from the floor. A far cry from the 32% they shot last night in losing to Marquette. TCU comes up with a steal, though.
Nice pass. Boy, I got to tell you what, that was... Well, he's got a high shot, doesn't he? I mean, when he lets it go, everything, free throw, three-point shot, everything has got a lot of airtime.
Soft to the shot as we see Dundrecous Nelson get his first minutes of the game. He leads them in scoring, but coming off the bench tonight after a dreadful game last night in their loss. Williams grabs the miss. Thorns up the floor. Hank works it up the right side, down low. Williams, but stripped by Ole Miss.
He wants him to carry that on.
You know, and I think, Steve, rhythm shooting is really a key to a basketball team, particularly when they're coming off of a poor shooting effort in their previous game. You get 2 or 3 guys in rhythm, and everybody gets into a flow. Right now, Ole Miss is doing that. They're 5 of 6 from the field. Good pass.
And that's more like, that's his job, to run this offense, get it into the bigs.
You talk about him averaging 7 assists. And last year, this year he's averaging about 5, and that's one right there he didn't get, but still, the kind of pass that TCU won.
3 tries.
Like I said, I think it's contagious. You know, when you're shooting well, everybody goes well. If you're not shooting well, even the easy ones look tough.
Henry down low. Reginald Buckner was called for 3 seconds.
Basketball facility here, you know, on the island.
Amrick Fields in the game, as you see. Their point guard Hank Thorns bringing up the floor, the 5'9" senior from Las Vegas, Nevada. Thorns will get the jump shot. Miss long. Henry rebounds.
Good switch that time. Fields picking up outside on Henry.
Nice steal by Fields. They work it ahead. TCU still has the basketball. And scoring off the glasses.
What a sequence of events that was.
Yeah.
Thought TCU was going to have an easy basket, and it took them about 3 more passes and 2 more plays before they could get it in the net.
Sometimes I think if you are going out of bounds with the basketball and you can't get it to your teammate, you might as well hold on to the ball. Reset on defense. Dundrecous Nelson threw it right to a TCU player, and the result was 2 points.
Well, particularly when you're on the opponent's court.
Thorns doubled out top. Fields swings it left to Nate Butler, and Butler, the left-hander, misses long. Rebound, Nelson. The knee of Terrence Henry out of skills. You know, is he a good shooter? Is he this? He said, no, he's just a basketball player. He just understands the game and has a great feel for the contest. He and Ladarius White will be eligible on December 10th, really giving Ole Miss some great depth. TCU, Amrick Fields with the jumper along.
A great-looking stroke. Amrick Fields, 6'9", sophomore. Did a beautiful shot.
Out of Oklahoma City, Putnam City West. Nelson forced it. They have 3 since, and they trail by 2 at the 12-minute mark of the first half. Now in the game, Ian Anderson, talented freshman point guard, Fort Worth. We're inside 877 to get FCS or visit us at foxcollegesports.com. Steve Fiziak, Larry Conley, and Laura McKeeman with you in St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Ole Miss has not scored a field goal in almost 5 minutes. Now they finally do, and busting down the lane is Nick Williams, the junior from Mobile, Alabama.
Dundrecous Nelson with a terrific pass forward, finding the open Williams down underneath.
The 2-point guards are in the game at the same time. That's Thorns and Anderson. TCU will have the ball underneath their own basket. Fields being defended by Reginald Buckner. And here's a great drive, but foul will be called. He misses both. DundrecousNelson operating the point. Ole Miss has to take care of the basketball better. Even though they're shooting 75%, they're tied at 13 because they've turned the ball over 7 times. That usually results in more shots. And TCU has 6 more shots than Ole Miss early in this game.
Good back cut going right down the lane, and Cox delivered a perfect pass to him.
And Anathioke is coming off his best game. He had a career-high 10 against Marquette most of the second half when the game was really over. Here's McKinney inside. Wow. That'll put him up near 60. TCU in front by 1. The championship game will be a half hour after the completion of this one. And it will be a dandy with Marquette going up against the upstart.
I think that happened to him last night.
Ole Miss trailed by 10. 4 minutes into the game and was down by 29 at the half. This is Kean Anderson now operating the point. They move Thorns off to the wing.
Good motion offense, good cuts by TCU. Ole Miss doing a nice job defensively. Kenny wants it inside. Good
steal. Here's DundrecousNelson. Tremendous play. Murphy Holloway with a great finish.
How about the pass by Nelson, though? He looks more relaxed tonight. You know, he's taking control of the game. He's not trying to force the issue. He's taking what they're giving him.
TCU misses, battles for it, and there's McKinney to knock it home.
He did that last night several times against Norfolk State, right around the basket, around the rim, up there tipping them in. Good offensive rebounder.
Anderson will take Nelson defensively. Fields comes out on the switch, and a travel will be called. Tied at 18. TCU and Ole Miss. Great pick by Fields.
We got a double pick on Nelson.
Thorns tries to kick it off and threw it away. Threw it too low for his teammate, but it's reclaimed by Fields. Thorns was open, but stripping him from behind. Here comes Ole Miss. Down low, Holloway. Got it.
That's twice in a row now. He's got himself in position to receive a good pass. He's open. One of them was a dunk on a nice feed by Nelson. That time, the cross underneath the basket. A little reverse layup off of the glass. Holloway having a good start.
Fields can hit that shot, so Henry brings his defense out further on the court. Down low, count the basket. What a play by J.R. Cadett.
Well, there's some openings in that Ole Miss defense right down there, particularly going down the lane. Inside that free throw lane, guys are making cuts and finding openings. Cadett with a nice move that time. I think Terrence Henry was the one that got lost.
So Cadett will go to the free throw line to try and give TCU a lead at 21-20. Cadett is 74% foul shooter. He's just from north. A little bit north of here in the Bahamas. He went to Sheridan College. Averaged 17 points per game there. Finishes the three-point play well. Orange Frogs with a 1-point lead. Back in the game, Jarvis Summers. Cadett, good defense. Henry against a much smaller Thorns, and he knocks down Hank, and then takes that jump shot over him.
Thorns with a little bit of a flop right there. That is a true mismatch. When Henry's got Thorns on him, and you get a 6'10 guy against a 5'9 guy. Come on.
Could you see his eyes light up? Oh, man, I got a 5'9 guy on me. I'm taking him. Thorns, the only defense he had was to try and get the charge. Didn't happen. Green out top.
Good pass to the corner.
Free ball missed. McKinney muscles it up. He'll be at the free throw line for 2 shots. Time out on the floor. 7:27 to play in the first half. And TCU roaring, but Ole Miss staying in it on plays like this. Ole Miss with a 22-21 lead over TCU. Laura, what do you have?
Guys, if you look over here on the TCU sideline, Rob Evans is an assistant coach, but he's looking at some familiar colors when he sees Ole Miss jerseys because he was the head coach for the Rebels for 6 years, led them to a pair of NCAA tournament appearances, and I think this game might mean a little more to him. I know you guys have a good relationship with him.